Hey everyone, Soundwave 84 here. In this review, we'll take a look at WWE Basic Series 142 Hulk Hogan. Now, the basic figures from Mattel here are going to get a rebranding soon. It'll be called Main Event. And so up here it'll say Main Event, and we'll see that coming soon. This figure here does have the new articulation for 2024. So when we open up the figure, we'll see what that's all about. Now, this reason I got Hulk Hogan, I try to get mostly elites and ultimates. I got this here because I like the outfit. It brought me back to the 1980s. Just looking at it is nostalgia. That's why I grabbed this one. Also in this line, we have Undertaker, Charlotte Flair, Honky Tonk Man, and for first time in the line, Top Dollar. Now, I almost got Honky Tonk Man as well. He's in his red pants. He doesn't have any clothes, no outfit. I have the blue pant version over there at an elite. I was like, well, I can get into the honky and get another outfit. The reason I mostly buy elites and ultimates is for you get more articulation. You also get, sometimes you get removable clothing or cloth clothing, extra hands, heads, stuff like that. Sometimes they're build-a-figures as well. I usually don't buy basics just because you don't get all the articulation and you're getting the favorite. Sometimes the basics look pretty good. Also, I feel the basics are a little bit shorter. I'm not totally sure of that. In a few minutes when I review this figure, I'll compare it with an elite Hulk Hogan I have. But I do feel like sometimes I look at these, I think they're just slightly smaller than what you would get in Elite. Because when they do the torso articulation and stuff, it probably pumps them up just a little bit. So on the back, this is the back of the packaging here. It's not bad. Also, it says Powerhouse. I do like the packaging rebranding. And I do like what they're coming in with the Main Event. And they also have the Championship Series coming out as well. So let's head on over to my review table and take a look at this Hulk Hogan. Alright, with Hulk Hogan out of the package, he is free from his plastic prison. Here he is. He looks really good. He's got that nice orange tan. I think it's a slightly more orangey than the elite figures I have, or the one of the elite figures I'm going to compare him with here in this video in a minute. I think it's slightly more orangey on this figure here. Overall look at the figure. Man, he looks really good. He's got the tears in the back of the shirt here, the white shirt. Paint is applied really well on the back. There's no like paint spillage over into his body. Hulkamania here on the front of the shirt. Hulkster here on the headband. A closer look at that head sculpt. That is a beautiful head sculpt. I really like the head sculpt. He's more of a serious, normal Hogan than the wild-eyed crazy one I got over here, but to compare him with. This little bandana here, the little sweatband, says Hulkster, is removable. Pull that off and put it to the side if you don't want it on him. Look at his hair. He's got more hair here because this is, I guess, when he's a little bit younger than the other figure. Not by too much, though. He's got gloves painted here on his hands. Blue pants, white trim, black boots. Nice Hogan. I really do like this Hogan. Now let's go over the articulation. It says new articulation for 2024. I don't have any recent basics figure to really compare him with. I do have a basics $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Well, this one is probably about 6-7 years old. It's really old. And actually redoing him. He's going to come out in the green, which I think is a chase variant, and then also the black suit. So the new version is coming out in the basic line. Looks pretty good. I might pick that up. I do have the elite version in the green suit and in his, I think, white suit. Articulation on this guy here. He doesn't have a bicep swivel. He doesn't have, can't do the splits. Now this Hogan here, he does have a bicep swivel like you get on your elites. So you have that right there. So you can get some good poses out of it. Now here you can split out to there. I can't do the full Rob Van Dam. That seems to be the new articulation. Now, my $1 Million Man doesn't have any ankle tilts down here, any ankle posability, articulation. But you do here on Hogan. He does have a joint there for that. Also, he has the shins right here. Now, DiBiase does not have that. That could be because he's in a pantsuit. Now, it also could be why he doesn't have the ankle articulation down there. So, anybody who has more basics, you'll be able to tell if this is giving you more articulation than what you're used to out of the basics line. The ability to do the splits, to kick out left and right. That's going to really help out for if you want to pose or you're doing wrestling matches. Say you have Shawn Michaels or someone. You want them to do sweet chin music. Now you can actually kick his leg out to the side instead of having trying to fake it with the leg to the back or to the front. So, but now he has a bigger butt. Now, we'll say this here. It does hinder back motion. So, his articulation, we'll go over all the points here. You kick forward, side, you get a slight little swivel, not very much though. Knee bends about 90 degrees. Get that awesome shin swivel like we all have. And our foot articulation down here. Wrists, 360 them around, and you get that little joint there so you can pull them out. Then or fold them in. Elbows, 90 degrees. Like I showed earlier, you get the bicep swivels. Shoulders out to there. And you also can spin all the way around. Head, slight up and down. Mostly a slight down. And then you just look straight. Then you can kind of turn it to there. You might be able to force them to a 360 around, but why would you want to do that? This isn't The Exorcist. So that is, oh yeah, you can get a 360 waist swivel. So that's your articulation on Hulk Hogan. I might put this headband back on him because I might lose that. So put that back there. So that's cool. Alright, comparison with the Elite Hulk Hogan. This came out last year, I believe it was. Might have been the end of 2022. This one had like the license plate that hang down, or the extra different hat with the little fist on it. Can't remember, it's when he's battling. Oh, I can't remember who he's battling in that. But I have this Elite here. Maybe the orange is about the same. It just looks more, and no, in person, this is like a darker tan than this. This is the crazed, bug-eyed, wild-eyed Hogan head sculpt, which is still a good head sculpt. Looks just like Hulk Hogan. I mean, I have no complaints, but that's when he gets crazy. Oh, brother. You know, so that's the look there. But this one I do like. He's got the serious look. This look here reminds me of him in No Holds Barred. I was correct that the Elites are slightly taller than your basics, maybe by like a quarter of an inch. It's not much. That's because you get more articulation out of your Elites. They have this upper thigh swivel here, so it's extra pieces of plastic you're probably not getting with these. You're not getting with these. You're getting on these that might up him just slightly, a little bit more. Also because he has the ab crunch as well. So the articulation you're getting, you know, here you're getting a double jointed elbow, so you get more of an elbow bend. You're getting the thigh swivel here, and you get the ab crunch there. So you're getting more articulation on your Elites. And of course on your Ultimates, you get even more, like the little butterfly joints here, the toe joints. You know, I like the Ultimates, I like the Elites. For the basics, sometimes the head sculpts are just as good or even better on the basics. I'm looking at you, Dusty Rhodes. I have a Dusty Rhodes basic from years ago. The head sculpt is leagues better than what came on the Dusty Rhodes that came out in the Elites last year for Hollywood WrestleMania. No. Also, if you have extra hands lying around, you can swap these. They just pull out and you can swap their hands. But you gotta remember, he's got these painted gloves, so to make it look uniform, you'd have to pop out both hands and put new hands in. So the hands are interchangeable on these guys. So if you like want him to pose, because Hogan has to pose, you can pop these out and pop that hand in. He can do his posing. So final thoughts on the new articulation for 2024 and I guess beyond on your Mattel Basics WWE figures. This is Series 142 Hulk Hogan. I like it. I mean, like I said, I like the basics. And for $12, I mean, they're like $11.99, $11.97. You're getting a good action figure for your price, for the money. This is a good starters for kids. If you got kids who are into wrestling, get them the basics. I wouldn't say get them the Elites, especially if they're really young. Now, the Elites are more aimed at the collector side, especially the Ultimates. But if you're still a good collector and you like certain wrestlers, these basics are not a letdown. They can fill out your ranks. Put people you hadn't gotten Elites yet, you can get their basic figure. Also, if you want just multiple versions of a wrestler, you might have to hit the basics if you want to try to get them all right now. Anyway, thanks for watching this review. I have more reviews coming. Till the next ones. Peace out.